Hey guys, it's me, Trevis with PlayerProps.ai, and this is the SportsQuack play of the day. Now, we started the week on a 2-0 trend, hitting Sunday and Monday's plays, and yesterday was pretty frustrating for multiple reasons. First off, we did create technically a winning play on the episode. We wanted to lock in a 3-pick defense like we did on Monday, where you can get one wrong and still hit, and everything on the player props tools was just going crazy greens on Josh Giddey. And if SportsQuack had Josh Giddey, anything Josh Giddey available, we would have hit. But because even though all of our stuff was pinging Giddey's going to go off last night, which he did, off of all of his numbers that he had, all of his lines and whatnot, we weren't able to put that 3-1 in there. So we went with a 2-2, which if one doesn't hit, of course you lose that. So we all know what happened with Draymond Green. He started off getting almost 0 stats in the first half, and then he recovered in the second half. But because his first half was so slow, he barely missed hitting by a smidge, while Kyrie Irving definitely went over. So because Giddey was not available, even though we wanted to do the same 3-pick defense play, we were forcing the 2-pick attack. Draymond Green had a horrible first half. So we are currently, because of that, technically 2-1 on the week. So we're going to go right ahead and see what we're going to be looking at today. So I'll pull up these. Right here we have the SportsQuack Optimizer. Now, let everybody know, I'm 99% sure if you're watching this, you already have a PlayerProps.ai account. Because I don't think there's a scenario where you haven't played around with this while it was free during the open beta. But this is the final day of the open beta. So this is the final day to get free access to it. And then we do the full launch tomorrow for launch day. Now, if you're not familiar with launch day, if you haven't paid attention to any of our blast in the Discord channel, we're doing a $5,000, actually over $5,000 cash giveaway. All those details are in I believe it's the PP updates, PP for PlayerProps.ai, the PP updates channel in Discord. So we're doing a $5,000 cash giveaway. So if you want to learn more details of how to enter your hat, or your name in the hat for the drawing, you know what I meant to say, just check out that channel for more details. But yes, tomorrow is launch day. We're really excited. Very thankful for everyone who's been part of the open beta ride to help us test it and work out some bugs and some kinks. But with all that being said, it's time to find a play for today. All right, so let's see what we have here. I'm going to change this from points to all, like we did yesterday, and then I'm going to skip past. I know for a fact that's not available on SportsQuack. We're going to skip past all the blocks, because if you remember from yesterday's episode, SportsQuack will add and remove their blocks pretty quickly. So if you see something like, oh man, like this player's blocks is there, it's not actually available on SportsQuack by the time we check. So we just skip past the blocks. We actually just hide blocks. Now that we say that, I might just hide it from the SportsQuack Optimizer. It might make things just a little bit easier. Might have blocks and stills for that matter. Let's see here. So I scanned down until we kind of get past all of. So now we're in the 3 points. This is the stuff that SportsQuack does offer a lot of players for. But what I do, as you remember, is I'm looking for somebody who's got all greens. So it's interesting here, Dylan Brooks' points. His projection is not available, but I'm pretty sure we have a projection for him. We'll check on the. Actually, let's just do it right now. Let's check on the FanDuel one. Yeah, it's weird. Why is this? Something's got to be wrong with this player, like injury update or something. That's weird that he's the only player that doesn't have a projection. Anyway, we're gonna keep moving on because that is the world telling us not to play Dylan Brooks. All right, so I'm gonna just keep scrolling here to find some greens. There's Dylan Brooks again. Okay, we got Josh Hart under. PRA 31.5, total is 28.4, which is less, and these are all 4 reds. So right off the bat, we like this. And then right below him, we have another trifecta. So trifecta, of course, means the color of the arrow matches the color of the 4 cells down here and matches the fact that if this is under, that the projection has to be less than the line, which it is. So that is the trifecta. But this is actually not a trifecta here because his projection is higher. So it was a not trifecta, but Josh Hart is. So I'm going to keep going here. Chet under threes made. I mean, Chet's been kind of sloppy recently, but I really don't like threes. And there we go. Taylor Hendricks. Rebound 6.5, projections 5.83. Has not hit this at all in his last 5 games. Has not hit this at all against the Spurs. We did target him in a play on Monday, I believe. We did over on blocks, and he hit us on that. Let's see here. I'm just going to keep scanning to make sure there's nothing else I like more than that. Because if not, I mean, we're going to go right to that play there. Simple and sweet. Don't have to do too much searching for it. So even though this is technically a trifecta, because the projection is so close to the rebound, 7.414 is so close to 7.5, I don't like it as much. Okay. So yeah, we don't need to spend 20 hours scrolling and all this when we find something we like. You, of course, using PlayerProps.ai, take all the time in the world you want. Like, there's no rush. Like, spend an hour going through everything, looking at all the different player stuff. There we go. So what do you got? 6, 6, 2, 4, 6. Now he hit it 4 out of 5 times here. But recently, in his last 5 games, he hasn't hit it once. 10% percentage difference. This is kind of the lowest difference percentage that we would want to look at if you've seen any other videos. We don't go any, if it's lower than 10%, we don't even touch it. But I think that's what we're looking at here. So we had under Taylor Hendricks, 6.5 rebounds, and I already forgot what the first one we had was. I'm going to scroll through it again here to remember. Taylor Hendricks, Utah, under that. Wasn't Chet. Taylor Hendricks under 6.5. What was the first? Oh, Josh Hart, PRA. That's what it was. So, yeah. That is the play of the day. Josh Hart, under 31.5 PRA. Even though this guy plays like 60 minutes a game and has gotten triple doubles. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Even though his last game he hit this because he had 35, which I think Detroit was a triple double. I think it was. 49 here, but I mean, you see 30% of his last. He's only done this 3 times. Granted, 2 out of the last 4, but still. We're gonna go under. Under Josh Hart, PRA 31.5. Under Taylor Hendricks, 6.5 rebounds. You can add a third play in there to play it safe, to do your 3-pick defense, where you can get 1 wrong and still make profit. For this video, we're just gonna stick with the 2-pick attack. That's what I'm thinking. Tomorrow is MLB opening day, which of course is the PlayerProps.ai launch. If you have not yet used their promo, their MLB promo, I think it's what, Luis Castillo, over 0.5 strikeouts. You can actually add this to that if you want to make it an attack. Well, you don't want to make it. You can actually make it a defense where you only need to get 1 right. You only need to get Hart or Hendricks right, and you make profit. Or you can make it an attack and turn it into a 5.5x. But yeah, lock it in. We'll see you guys in the Discord, and make sure that you are part of our PlayerProps.ai launch day to be eligible to win a good chunk of that $5,000 plus cash prize giveaway that we're doing for launch day. We'll see you guys tomorrow.